How to test SyncE or Synchronous Ethernet, a presentation by Paragon X Solutions. This video will show you the concepts of testing synchronous Ethernet equipment and networks. A key assumption of this video is that you've already viewed how SyncE works. This video is available at calnexsol.com. If you have not viewed this video, please do so, or you should already have a basic understanding of how SyncE works. Let's look at what SyncE does in a network. So SyncE is deployed, or synchronous Ethernet is deployed in a packet network to distribute and transport synchronization. So SyncE starts with a primary reference clock in the core of a network, which then connects and locks the clock to the local node, which then distributes and transports the clock, as shown by these green lines here, to nodes along the network. So what SyncE is doing is really locking all the local oscillators and clocks in every node to the master or primary reference clock. What this does is it enables the synchronization of that primary reference clock to be transported and distributed across the network. So what does a SyncE or synchronous Ethernet device actually do? A SyncE device will take a reference from a master and transport that reference. So remember that concept. The job of a SyncE node is to lock to a reference and then pass on an accurate clock. And that's what we do when we do testing. The testing and deployment and performance of SyncE is specified by two primary ITU-T recommendations. The G.8262 recommendation dictates or specifies the performance of a synchronous Ethernet clock known as an EEC, an Ethernet equipment clock. So the EEC performance, meaning the the synchronization performance of each node, is specified within G.8262. G.8264 then specifies how these nodes are then deployed and managed throughout the network. So testing performance and operation and functionality of SyncE involves a series of tests specified in these standards. G.8262 talks about wander and jitter testing, and G.8264 talks about the ESMC, which is a management message for messaging and communicating and control of synchronization nodes. So both of these standards are the references, and here are the tests that you do. So how do we run these tests? Well, the Paragon X product from Paragon X Solutions is used as a one-stop solution to full conformance testing for SyncE. It runs all of the tests that are specified for wander testing in G.8262, as shown by these diagrams here, and it also does, importantly, all of the testing required for jitter. Now, wander and jitter are quite different test methodologies as specified here in the ITU-T standards. So the Paragon X Paragon product tests the Ethernet equipment clock for both wander and jitter. And remember, the other aspect that needs to be tested is the Ethernet Sync Messaging Channel, ESMC, and again, the Paragon X Paragon product is able to generate and monitor ESMC at the same time measuring the performance of the clock by way of wander measurements. So the wander, jitter, and ESMC tests are all specified in more detail in the application notes available at calnexsol.com. So please download this, and this is a step-by-step guide to performing synchronous Ethernet conformance testing. Thank you for your time. For more information, please look up application notes, videos, and other documents at calnexsol.com. This has been a presentation of Paragon X Solutions.